Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen, and thank you so much for visiting my YouTube channel. In my first video, I'm going to show you how to cook Japanese rice properly. Rice is the most important part of Japanese cuisine, so I think it's fair to start with that. Japanese rice is not that difficult to cook as long as you follow the three things. 1. Washing the rice properly. 2. The right ratio of rice to water. And 3. Cooking time. Then, let's get started. Before I'm going to show you how to prepare rice properly, I want you to be aware of the quality of rice. So here we have good quality of rice. They're evenly, there are no cut up pieces, and they're pretty all clear. In comparison, we have here, this is bad quality rice. You see some rice is fogged up white, and there are a lot of cut up pieces, and they're not going to cook evenly. And so I want you to try to find rice that is this quality and avoid rice that is this quality. So let's measure the rice. In Japan we use metric system, but we also use for rice what's called go, ichigo. This is an ichigo cup, which is about 180 milliliter, and ichigo is about for 2 portions of rice. So this is ichigo and nigo. So let's rinse the rice. So before you do that, it's important to know that the rice soaks up water very easily. So what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of water in there, and then let it just gently soak around, and you want to get rid of that first water away. And you see how white the water is, and then you want to put the rice back in the pot, and you want to mix it like this. You want to have your finger like this and just circle around. What you want to do is you want to rub the rice against each other and get that starch around the rice out. And you're going to see in the first rinse the water is going to be pretty white. So, and then with water, you'll see that the water is pretty white, and you want to get that starch out, otherwise your rice will taste watery. Or not watery, rice will taste like flour, and you don't want that. So, and then you're gonna write just like this again for the second time. So you don't want to lose any rice grain, they're precious. And by the way, if you have a garden, then you can give this white water to your plants, because they have some nutrition for the plants. They're not bad. Just so you see that the water is still pretty white, and then we're gonna rinse it for the third time. So you want to use a big enough pot so that the rice doesn't fall out from the edge when you're rinsing it. See how clear the water is? What you want to do is you want to rinse it again with water, and then one more time. So, and one last time with water, and you want to put all the rice in the colander. And then what you want to do is you want to let it sit for like about a minute so that all the water goes down. I'm just gonna let it rest for a minute. So 1 minute is past. The drain water is pretty clear, so I'm gonna throw that away first and put the rice back in the pot. And the ratio of rice to water is, for one rice, 1.2 water. So I'm gonna put 1 cup of water, 2 cups of water, and a little under a half, because I had 2 cups. I'm gonna put in 2.4 cups of water. And you wanna let it sit for at least half an hour in the summer and 1 hour for the winter, so that the rice soaks up the water. So you see how the rice now is still kind of see-through. I don't know if you can see from, and then after you can compare that it's going to be very white all the way through. You'll see. Then let it sit for about an hour now. So 1 hour has passed. Let's see the rice, and it's all soaked up the water and it's all white. And it's ready to be cooked. Put the lid on and turn the heat to high. To have the lid on is very important. You have to have that. And also, if you want to speed up the process of soaking up the water, you could use hot water, and then it'll be done in 10 or 15 minutes. And let's wait till it boils. So, the rice started to cook, and I'm going to give a little mixing before it cooks. Like so. Now it's cooking. And then I'm going to turn the heat to low. There's a saying in Japanese that you're not supposed to take the lid off. Akago naite mo futa toru na. It means even if the baby cries, don't take the lid off. But I don't think it really matters if you take off the lid or not. I usually take it off once and then give it a little mix, and then let it simmer for 10 minutes. So the 10 minutes has passed, and the rice looks good, and we're going to turn off the heat. When we turn off, we can mix it a little bit so that the top and the bottom gets a little bit mixed. And let it sit for another 10 minutes. What we're going to do is that we're going to let it steam on its own. And then after 10 minutes, it's ready to serve. So, yet another 10 minutes has passed and it's ready to eat. So if you use a spatula like this, it's called shamoji, which is a spatula for rice, please soak it in water. Otherwise, the rice will stick to shamoji. And like so. Like this, and how you want to serve rice is you want to make a little bit of like a mountain, like so. And if you stick, then don't let it leave there, otherwise it'll dry on the shamoji. So let's eat. Okay, let's eat. So the rice has a position. The rice is always on the left side, so that I can pick up with my left hand like this easily. And the soup is on the right side. Sa, itadakimasu. Rice. If you have good rice, you can eat rice with rice. So, if you have good rice, I want you to try just eating rice and enjoy that sweetness of rice. So good. Rice alone can taste so good. So good. This is memboshi, it's pickled plum. It goes really well with rice. Or you can also have nori with soy sauce, also very good. this and wrap it around with nori. So good. Delicious. ごちそうさまでした。美味しかった。That was delicious. So I want you to, when you go to a Japanese restaurant, I want you to eat everything up. Nothing left behind, because food is actually life and you don't want to waste any lives away. I hope the video was informative. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye.